Good noon. You caught me reaching for my coffee. Hope everybody is well today. This afternoon, a few seconds past noon. Anyway, welcome to Midweek Musings. I'm Kent Little, Senior Pastor here at Trinity Heights United Methodist Church in Newton, Kansas. I am glad you're able to join me either live or if you find this video later during your day. Mostly glad you tuned in at some point if you have. Anyway, I think last week I talked a little bit about Ash Wednesday. We had a good Ash Wednesday service on Wednesday after a great pancake and sausage dinner provided for us by the Scouts, and so we're glad to support them in that fundraising event. And so that's kind of what went on last week. We talked a little bit about that this week. Kind of the same thing, only different maybe. Excuse me. There we go. Tonight we have our Welcome on Wednesday. The meal begins at 5:30. I should back up a little bit. This afternoon at 4:15 is my Theology Matters discussion group. I think I mentioned last week we are working our way through Marcus Borg and John Dominic Crossan's book, The Last Week. And they take the last week of Jesus' life. Each chapter is a day. Last week we talked about Palm Sunday. Today at 4:15 we'll talk about Monday and the things that happened in the text on Monday of his last week. And so we'll talk about that at 5:30 then, as I started to mention, is our Welcome on Wednesday meal. And then following that, of course, we have some children's programming, choir practice, etc. It's always a great evening of fellowship and conversation and community building here at Trinity Heights. And then I'm starting another new little group. I don't know if you classify it as a group or not, maybe more of a gathering. Tomorrow, and then on the Thursdays after that, every Thursday from 9:30 to 10:30-ish, I'll be out at the 1887 coffee shop, not a copy shop, coffee shop. 1887 coffee shop on the Bethel campus from 9:30 to 10:30-ish. And just a time to get together and visit and build relationships, make connection, help build community, get to know each other a little better. There's no agenda, no programming, we're not going to do a study or anything like that. It's just a time to get together over a cup of coffee or whatever your favorite morning beverage is and just visit. Maybe it's your opportunity to ask that question you've always wanted to ask a pastor. As long as you realize, then I can always ask that question I've always wanted to ask a church member. Well, I don't know that I have one of those questions, but anyway. So come join me. Like I said, 9:30 at 1887 coffee shop on the Bethel campus. Just like I said, just a time to get together and touch base and talk about whatever we want to. What's going on in the world? What's going on in Newton? What's going on in the church? What's going on in the United Methodist Church, or just the weather, or where you went on vacation, or whatever. Just a good time to get together and visit and get to know each other better. So that's starting tomorrow morning, Thursday morning at 9:30. So hope you'll join me there if you can. I understand for those who work that's not a possibility, so we might work on some other event periodically for if there's interest for those who do work later in the day. So this coming Sunday is it's a special Sunday. It's a little different than what we usually do. At 10 o'clock, at our 10 o'clock service, our traditional service, it'll be focused on scouting. And our scouts, we have a big scouting program here that we host to use our facilities each week, and they're a great bunch of kids, great bunch of leaders. Scouting is such an important program in our world, a much needed one, I believe. And so we will be honoring them and their work. They'll be sharing parts of the worship service with us. They will be sharing not only what they do or what scouting is, but who our local group is, and some of the outings and some of the projects, etc., that they've done over the past year, as well as the larger picture of scouting and some of the things scouting does. But anyway, the 10 o'clock service will be kind of be the focus of the service. Will be to hear from our scouts. I think it's important for us here at Trinity Heights, especially, to hear what the scouts do while they're here, as well as the outings and the projects they participate in as they move through that program. So I hope you can take that in Sunday morning at 10 in the sanctuary, and then at 11:15 we'll have our regular worship service in there, and continue in our Lenten series of becoming the way. As we ask those questions of ourselves that I talked about last week, who am I? What does that mean? What does it mean to be Kent Little, or what does it mean to be you? Not in a superficial way, but deeper than that. What's important to me? What moves me? What motivates me to be a better follower of the way of Jesus? So we'll deal with that at the second service. As far as other things coming up, we really don't have anything other than just kind of your normal Lenten series and season here at Trinity Heights. When we get to Holy Week, we'll have some special services. Easter may be a little different. We're still talking about that, but there's plenty of time to get the word out for that. And then we're already looking toward graduation in May, and after, and anyway, so always looking ahead, always trying to make sure we're providing meaningful opportunities to encounter not only one another, but to encounter the divine who immerses us in grace and love. Anyway, so that's kind of everything that's going on. Like I said, this coming Sunday is a special one. Hopefully you can take that in at 10 o'clock and come and hear about the scouting program that we have here at Trinity Heights and in Newton. It's an important program, and it's a large one. And so hope you're able to come and participate and celebrate what that organization does for the young men and women of our world. And so be a part of that if you can. So anyway, that's about all I have for us today, I think, that I can think of. So this week, don't forget, if you're interested in coming and having a cup of coffee or a tea or something with me tomorrow morning at 9:30, please do that out at 1887 Coffee Shop on the Bethel campus. Come Sunday morning for the scouting program or for the service at 11:15 in the fellowship hall as we continue into Lent and work toward in preparation for Resurrection Sunday on Easter. Thank you for being here. It's always good to connect with you, even if it's via the virtual world, via the internet here on Wednesday midweek musings. Of course, I prefer seeing you face to face, have an opportunity to visit with you that way. But anyway, so as we part this Wednesday, I always encourage us to continue to strive to be a light, and to love one another, every single other, until there are no others, only one beloved community of all. May it be so. May it be so. Thank you for being here. It's a beautiful day outside. Have a great day today. Goodbye, and God bless.